Hey guys, it's back with Wally the Trooper here, and today I'm going to explain why what you do in Elder Scrolls V Skyrim doesn't really have any effect on Elder Scrolls 6, or at least not that much of one. Why, whether you join the Dark Brotherhood and kill the Emperor, or whether you end up actually defeating Alduin, or whatever most of you guys do, why most of it probably won't really matter. And the reason why is because of something that's actually in the lore of the Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls 6 is said to take place between High Rock and Hammerfell, and as well as near the city of Orsinium. For those of you that are not nerds like me, then you probably are wondering, what the heck are you talking about? I don't know that much about Skyrim. I'm not a complete geek that's wasted my life away learning the entire lore of Elder Scrolls. Well, I have, and here is a little bit of a basic idea. There's absolutely no way I can tell you guys all about the Elder Scrolls. If you want to do that, go to like Fudge Muppet or say those YouTube or other YouTubers that actually dedicate most of their channel to such things that are really cool. The Elder Scrolls is a very complex universe. The Elder Scrolls universe itself is called the Orbrus, and in the Orbrus there are two main types of gods: the Aedra and the Daedra. For those of you that do play Skyrim, you probably know that the Aedra are kind of like demons. You probably think to yourself, I've sold my soul to so many Daedra, I don't fear death at this point. In fact, I'm curious to find out what the heck will happen when I die, whether the Daedra will fight over my soul or not. So, yeah. The Daedra, basically have nothing that much involved in the creation of the mortal realm, whereas the Aedra, the main good gods, I guess you could say, in the Elder Scrolls, they did create the world, and one of those gods, the Aedra, is called Akatosh or Orkhan, depending on your point of view. Akatosh, he is a dragon in a sense. He's basically a dragon god, and he's the one who actually created the dragons themselves. The dragons were made in his image, and dragons are immortal, to practically act like fish going through the stream of time, unaffected, just passing through it, streaming through it, unlike most things that are just blown by it. The dragons are practically children of Akatosh, but Akatosh is not only the founder of dragons, but he's also the god of time. Now, in the Elder Scrolls, there's this thing that happens every now and then between millennias. It's when Akatosh gets the crap beaten out of him, and something called a dragon break happens. Now, no, this is not when exactly when Akatosh gets sucker punched up the chin or something, or gets kicked in the teeth. Rather, this is when something, say, like an Elder Scroll is used, or when the Heart of Lorkhan is used. The Heart of Lorkhan is an artifact in a sense. Lorkhan, after tricking, in a sense, some of the Aedra into creating the Mundus, his heart was ripped out of his chest, but he was still alive. He just lost a lot of his power, and the heart is still alive. And the Aedra punished him by ripping his heart out and shooting it across Tamriel, where it landed in Morrowind, which then became Red Mountain. The dwarves, later on, millennia later, tried to access the Heart of Lorkhan. They're also known as the Dwemer, basically the ancient civilization that created those ruins you see in Skyrim that have all that weird tech and everything, and all that really cool all those really cool and to my brother, apparently, creepy or scary looking structures. It's super weird how my brother is perfectly fine in normal ancient Nordic ruins filled with actual undead people walking around, and yet he's scared of of a cave filled with technology. Hey, send me back to the Dark Ages anyway. I don't get it. But anyways, the Heart of Lorkhan is there, and the dwarves try to access it, and due to it being part of Akatosh, when they accessed it, they created a dragon break. It's when, like I said, it's when something that affects time, or Akatosh himself, happens, and that creates a dragon break. Now, a dragon break, I'll try to explain it like this. Imagine time in the Orbrus, or the Elder Scrolls, time like a rope, in a sense. Like one of those really thick ropes that are used to, like, say, tie to the hitches of trucks or whatever. That kind of rope you see acrobats use and stuff. The kind that's kind of twisted. Now, a dragon break is, say, when that rope is unloosened a little bit. You know, like when you pull on the rope a little bit and you see all the little strings, because the rope is just like tons and tons of strings wrapped together and twisted up in a straight line. Dragon breaks are when those strings come loose a little bit inside the rope, and these loose ends of the string, or time itself, create multiple strings that go forward until they reconnect with the rest of the rope. In between the strings and where all the rope finally comes together is a dragon break. Basically, it's when Akatosh kind of gets disrupted, and as such, time gets disrupted, creating a pocket of when the rope is pulled out with all these strings, and then Akatosh finally gets his act together, pulls all of time back together, and the rope rejoins. But into one single steady and strong rope again. But all of the individual strings in the rope, or time, are at different timelines. These different timelines could have multiple things. Say, when the dwarves created this dragon break by accessing Akatosh's heart, they could have created an entirely different timeline where multiple, possibly hundreds, thousands of different timelines, where in some, maybe the dwarves never disappeared, because after accessing the Heart of Lorkhan, all of the dwarves were exposed to the fact that all of the Elder Scrolls is technically a dream, and so due to their logical minds, they faded from existence, zero-summed in a sense. It's really complicated, including Kim and all that. Once again, if you want to know more about that, go to Fudge Muppet or like other places to learn about this on YouTube. But the dwarves basically disappear after learning this about the orbit, about the universe that they live in. So, there could have been some timelines where the dwarves didn't disappear, or some where the dwarves were still around, but most of them disappeared. But all of these timelines eventually rejoined together. And the most likely aspect, such as all of the different timelines are gone through, and the number one most common event in each timeline comes together and happens. Like, if there are more timelines where the dwarves did disappear and less than where the dwarves didn't, then when the timeline rejoins with the rest of the rope, the dwarves have disappeared. And there are other things. Now, these dragon breaks could go on for who knows how long. The string or timeline could be pulled apart and for who knows how long until Akatosh finally pulls it back together, and then it rejoins into the rest of the rope. I say rope each time with air quotes in case you guys don't know this. So yeah, dragon breaks are like breaking up in timelines that move forward. Dragon breaks have happened quite a few times, including with the Elder Scrolls themselves, which you actually use in Skyrim in order to find the ancient Nordic warriors trying to battle Akatosh, including where the Nordic warriors use an Elder Scroll to banish Akatosh. When they do, they create a dragon break as well, which once again sets off different timelines. And they send Akatosh forward in time to where eventually in the now current timeline you play in Skyrim, you have to defeat him before he eats the world. Once again, super complicated stuff that I don't really have the time to explain. Akatosh, in the Elder Scrolls, when you access an Elder Scroll itself, Elder Scrolls are like fragments of creation itself. Therefore, they're even older, or just as, in a sense, old as the gods, meaning that they have the ability to bend reality itself, since they're really fragments of creation. Reality itself, including time, which once again kind of gives Akatosh a bit of a beating. So when you access that Elder Scroll in order to see the Nordic warriors fighting Akatosh, you might have just created a dragon break. Meaning that it doesn't really matter if you join the Dark Brotherhood and end up killing the Emperor or so on. What really matters is the majority, not just you as an individual. So if more people who have played Skyrim after, defeating Alduin by accessing the Elder Scroll have, like, say, joined the Stormcloaks or the Imperials, then eventually when the Dragon Break ends and comes back together, which is likely in Elder Scrolls 6, the most likely event, such as whether more people help, whether in more timelines or so on, people have helped the Imperials or the Stormcloaks, then that would be the event that happens. The Stormcloaks win if more people helped Ulfric, or the Empire wins. Empire better. Sorry. Ulfric racist. Just saying. Anyways, yeah. So if more people in Skyrim have joined the Imperials then in different timelines, then the Imperials would have been successful in Elder Scrolls 6 moving forward, or so on. Meaning, your individual aspects don't really count, but maybe as a majority. So that's a dragon break for you. Meaning that, well, maybe even the Bethesda, when creating Elder Scrolls 6, might go online or something and say, okay, what do you guys like more? Imperials or Stormcloaks or whatever? We're going to start developing this. Maybe they already have, quite possibly. But my bottom line is that with this dragon breaks can be unpredictable with all these different timelines. But the most common events come together in each timeline and then happen in the rejoined one. Yeah, I know, that might make your head spin a little bit, but for those of you that did get it, you now know that what the most players did in playing Skyrim, aka different timelines, then that's what's going to probably be the events that have happened in the Elder Scrolls 6. I hope you guys enjoyed the video of me trying to explain the complexity of a dragon break to you guys. If you do enjoy and you want me to do more things on, say, the Elder Scrolls, or you want me to stick to Star Wars or so on, let me know down in the comments. And you might as well tell me whether or not you're Stormcloak or Imperial, or if you're just saying screw off to all of those factions. So, anyways, this has been Wally Trooper, and I'll see you guys later on.